What if the end of the world isn't a distant myth but a scientifically supported reality? Unfolding right now. From ancient prophecies to cutting-edge physics, today we're counting down the terrifying scenarios that could trigger Earth's final days. Are we prepared to face the truth? Hollywood's imagination can't compete with the chilling possibilities described in scripture and confirmed by science. We aren't just talking about if the world could end, but how, and terrifyingly, when. Strap in for a journey through Islamic prophecy, world religions, and modern science that paints a deeply sobering picture of our planet's potential fate. What if our modern crises, climate change, war, technology, are more than coincidences? What if they are signs foretold centuries ago? In this countdown, we'll explore scenarios from supervolcanoes to AI gone rogue, each cross-referenced with ancient texts, especially from Islam, a faith whose prophetic roadmap to the end has increasingly aligned with observable events. Apocalypse is a popular fantasy, but the real end could be far more sobering. Forget zombies and space invasions, our own planet is already on a knife's edge. From the Islamic lens, the signs of Ashrat al-Sa'a, the signs of the hour, have been discussed for 1400 years. These include rampant corruption, environmental collapse, widespread immorality, and war. These aren't vague metaphors, they mirror headlines of today. Christian revelation also speaks of rising chaos, plagues, and ecological disaster. Hindu scriptures, too, describe the age of Kali Yuga, a time of extreme moral decay, natural disasters, and the loss of Dharma, cosmic law. The Quran in Surah Ar-Rum 30:41 states, "Corruption has appeared on land and sea because of what the hands of people have earned." We see it everywhere. Ice caps collapsing, species dying out, resource wars, economic collapse teetering. We're witnessing a convergence of crises, and according to Islamic texts, the countdown began the moment Prophet Muhammad was sent as the seal of the prophets. A hadith compares the time between him and the hour to the gap between two fingers. Space holds threats that religion and science both warn about. Asteroids. NASA tracks thousands, yet most go unnoticed until close. Solar flares. One powerful coronal mass ejection could fry our satellites and bring the digital world to its knees. Supernovae and gamma bursts. Rare, but enough to sterilize large swaths of the Earth. In the Hadith, one of the signs of the end times is the sun rising from the west. An event that some scientists say is symbolically possible if Earth's magnetic poles reversed, a known phenomenon now accelerating. The Toba eruption nearly erased early humanity. Yellowstone, still active, could do the same. In Islamic eschatology, the Prophet said one of the final signs would be 3 major landslides, one in the east, one in the west, and one in Arabia. Earthquakes are increasing across these zones, some near volcanic hotspots. In Christianity, Revelation 16:18 mentions a great earthquake, such as was not since men were upon the earth. Across traditions, the earth will rebel. The Chicxulub impact reset life on earth. The Quran describes previous nations destroyed by natural disasters, the people of Thamud by an overpowering blast, the people of Ad by a furious wind, and the people of Lut by stones from the sky. Modern science and ancient warning converge. These events have happened before, and could again. There have been 5 major extinction events in Earth's history. The 6th is unfolding now, driven by humans. The Hadith of the Prophet warns that before the hour there will be years of deception, where liars are believed, truth-tellers are disbelieved, and the trustworthy are betrayed. Such social collapse often precedes, or coincides with, environmental catastrophe. Artificial intelligence grows more capable every year. What happens when it outpaces human control? Machines making life and death decisions, learning, adapting, manipulating, without oversight. Islamic teachings describe the rise of Dajjal, a false messiah who deceives the masses through illusions and miracles. While not literally an AI, many scholars now suggest a metaphorical reading could apply. A force that reshapes perception, overrides truth, and centralizes control. Christianity warns of a time when humanity will worship a false power, the beast. One that can control commerce, thought, and behavior. The parallels are chilling. COVID-19 was a warning shot, but synthetic biology is advancing rapidly, and carelessly. Viruses could be modified to be airborne, vaccine-resistant, or behavior-altering. The Prophet mentioned a plague in the end times that would wipe out large portions of humanity. This was unthinkable a century ago. Today, it's lab-engineered. We have enough nuclear weapons to destroy the world several times over. One major regional conflict could plunge the world into years of nuclear winter. The Quran in Surah At-Takwir describes a time when the sun is wrapped up, when the stars fall, when the seas boil over. Symbolic or literal? Perhaps both. Geoengineering sounds like salvation, but whether it's injecting particles into the sky or manipulating oceans, a single miscalculation could tip the climate system into chaos. The road to hell may be paved with scientific intention. The Fermi paradox asks, where is everyone? If the universe teems with life, why are we alone? Some believe civilizations destroy themselves once they reach a certain level of advancement, a concept echoed in Islamic thought. The Quran repeatedly mentions civilizations that grew arrogant, abused their power and were wiped out. We could be next. The Prophet said there would come a time when knowledge will be lifted. Not that books will vanish, but that understanding will be lost. Without power, medicine, communication, or trust, humanity could regress in a single generation. Imagine a world of tribes, myths, and survival, while satellites and ruins of a once great civilization rot above them. This isn't science fiction, it's what happens when the lights go out, forever. Despite all signs, the Prophet advised, if the hour comes while you have a seedling in your hand, plant it. Why? Because Islam isn't about fatalism. It's about action, stewardship, and hope. We are told to prepare as if we will live forever, but pray as if we will die tomorrow. Likewise, Hinduism speaks of the eventual return of divine order after Kali Yuga. Christianity offers a vision of renewal after judgment. But we must get through the fire first. Pandemics, climate, asteroids, they don't care about borders. The Quran commands cooperation. And hold firmly to the rope of Allah all together and do not become divided. Surah Al-Imran 3:103. This isn't just spiritual advice. It's the formula for survival. What will future generations say about us? Will we be the civilization that ignored the signs, both from the heavens and the holy books? Or will we be the generation that rose to meet its responsibility? The choice remains, for now. In the convergence of ancient prophecy and modern science, one truth stands out. The end is not fiction. It's pattern, it's precedent, it's prophecy. The Quran, Hadith, Bible, Vedas, they don't all agree on the details, but they share one message: the world will end, and humanity has a role in how it happens. But if we act, with intelligence, with unity, with faith, extinction does not have to be our end. Know the signs, heed the warnings, prepare your soul. Because in the end, this isn't about the world dying, it's about us deciding who we become before it does. No more. Be more.